We are on page 85, number 7. Says Rav Ovadia. We're speaking about the laws of tying. Indeed, the two wrote in the name of Rabbeinu Peretz. Those who tighten their garments around their arms by stretching the thread are prohibited from stretching it on Shabbat unless the holes through which the thread is stretched are somewhat wide and arranged in a circular sewing. And it is explained that temporary sewing is sewing is prohibited. And Maran Shulchan Aruch ruled to be stringent according to Rabbeinu Peretz. But the Rama and Darkei Moshe brought from the Marginalia of the Mordechai in the name of Ravaya that women are permitted to stretch the thread around their arms, and even tying it is permitted, as it is not a permanent knot. Person has over here the handles. Yeah? משנה מקום, משנה ברכה. ברשות מוריי ורבותיי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. Very good. So
I don't think tightening is a good word.
Yeah, fastening, right? Tell me in the first line. Yeah, I'll explain right now. So we're talking about over here. Back in the day, they used to have. I mean, today also sometimes people have it
On the more common on the
hoodies. Yeah, you have this thing that you tightening it. Pants also, yeah. You're tightening it over. It used to be here back in the day, mainly. They used to tie it over here and close the airflow to be staying hot, warm. So Shabbat, are you allowed to open it, close it? Huh? You are tying. You're tying it. It's needed. They used to tie it. Today you have buttons that they're meant for decoration only.
But they're not tying.
Back in the day, they used to have mamash tying over here.
Rain jackets also you close.
But when you want to take it off. You don't want to wear that clothes forever.
Oh, so you want to say temporary?
It's temporary.
Yeah, very good. That's what he wants to say.
So, thank you very much. Thank you.
So, which word do you want me to change?
tighten.
At the beginning?
Fasten, yeah, should be fasten.
Those who tighten.
For fasten.
Fasten.
Sewing and
Hold on, let me. Fasten. Fasten. And then it should be 10. Fasten.
So sewing and gluing is the same concept?
Yeah, we learned it. That gluing is derivative, tolada, the oraita of
Sewing.
Yeah.
And what's sewing in Hebrew?
So tofer. Okay.
So now what's this melacha called?
So-
Tying.
Kosher.
So, but what is it? It's still tofer? You're still doing concepts of
No. It's linked because by kosher we say temporary you fine. So let's take it right now to tofer and say temporary tofer should also be fine. So you're saying fastening.
Fastening. The T is silent.
Fastening, okay. Their garments around their arms by stretching and tightening.
Also fast.
Fastening, okay. And fastening the thread around the thread are prohibited from stretching it on Shabbat. From stretching it or from unfastening it? How do you say it? They're not stretching it, they are unfastening it. Unfastening?
Yeah, fastening and unfastening.
Un?
Yeah.
unfastening it on Shabbat, unless the holes through which the thread is going through, stretched, no? Going through is, no, the holes are right, are somewhat wide, and arranged in a circular sewing. Oh, here's the teacher, Rabotai. Teacher, please, on the front. Give him a pamphlet. Amir John, there's a pamphlet there. That's it, Rabotai. Now the teacher came. Now you can get relaxed. טוב.
Right here.
Yeah.
יאללה, I want to Hebrew. Give him in Hebrew. Yeah. Listen, all them I'm talking. I need somebody to help. We are on page 85, number 7. 85 is a pay hey, pay hey, 7. And you know what? On top of it, Jesse is going to be also happy because he's finally going to hear it in Hebrew. Jesse, ראית? התפללת טוב. השתבח שמו לעד נתן לנו רבנו ננאי ננאי נאי ננאי ננאי. Okay. What else do we need to change? Amir, Neria? Nothing?
Where is Bechor?
Bechor is on the Yushvo today. Yushvo כנגד כולם.
No Russian today.
Yeah. That you have a Hebrew today. Adam, sit here. You'll be teaching Jesse.
Oh, they're my teachers right now.
No, teach them. Help me a little bit. Number 8.
Number 8?
Yeah. Question and answer.
Yeah, Kesher, that one?
Yeah.
Doing the Shalot or Shuvot?
Do the tshuva. It'll be easier for you. And behold, Maran Bet Yosef. Chavod. Number 8, yeah? Siman 317. Shintet Zayin. Give it to us, please. Let me show you.
What was the question?
Whenever we say the page, we're not referring to this page. We're referring to the Rav Yosef page. 85. Yes. Open it for you. Oh, look at that. Did I guess? Kabbalistic became. You see? Just touched it. It already opens. Here, number 8. והרי מרן.
נכנסנו לישיבת מקובלים פה.
That's it, Habibi.
Where?
Number 8.
הרי מרן בית יוסף.
Yeah.
סימן 317. הביא מחלוקת הריבה נגד רבנו יואל ורשב"ם בדין תפילה שאינה של קיימא. So there's a מחלוקת with a knot that is temporary.
Yeah, very good.
So
Not temporary sewing. תופר.
So you're sewing.
Yeah.
אם מותר לנתק התפירה של... Did you read that word?
I have it in English. Detach the sewing of the straps. רצועות אולי?
No, הרצנים.
רצענים, yeah.
הרצנים שעושים בחיבור זוג מנעליים.
Yeah.
So it's talking about like...
So we spoke about the two shoes. There is a connection between the two shoes, the Ratzanim do, in order for them not to lose the pair
plastic,
from each other.
The plastic.
Today we have a plastic. Back in the day, we used to have like a leather piece. Or a string, thread, whatever it is. Shabbat, you got these shoes. Are you allowed to cut that connection thing or no?
Yeah, because it was meant to be cut.
It's
Very
like the
good.
example we gave with the yogurts when they're connected. No?
Right?
It's meant to be cut.
Yeah.
Can you cut it regularly? Like with
Yeah.
scissors?
Yes!
I thought scissors is books.
Allowed! We already spoke about this last time, you don't remember?
Yeah. Bounties.
Don't get angry on Bechor, you'll remember everything. Moshe Rabbeinu, when he got angry, he forgot 3,000 halachot.
Why scissors is not
Anger pushes away memory of
It's
Torah.
a designated tool for cutting. So
Huh?
I think you have to do irregular. It's a designated.
No, so
scissors.
Bet Yosef said bottom line allowed even with a knife, but don't do it in front of Am Haaretz. Because Am Haaretz doesn't know the halachot. Oh, איפה אתה? Torah anytime guy, come. You can put it in that bingo thing. Make a bingo shot. Okay?
So napkin that come in packages of plastic, you're allowed to rip it too, right?
Huh?
Pack napkins or
Yes.
paper towel.
Yes. If you have a bag of stuff that you have inside this, you want to open it on Shabbat, you're allowed to tear the bag.
When we're not allowed to tear?
When it's a specific measurement.
And it's for use. For
Or
specific
if you're
use.
making a, speaking about this,
Right,
making
an unusable vessel to a usable vessel.
yeah.
So if I have a bag of napkins, and it's sealed on Shabbat with the plastic, I could rip it open.
Yeah, that's what I just
What do you have again? Bag of
A
what?
bag of napkins or a bag of cups.
Yeah,
Sealed
yeah.
stuff like that. You open it.
Yeah.
Because you need to use them, so that's you can use it.
Everybody's always like, no, don't do it, muktzah, this, that.
What can you do? When you don't learn, you don't know. Knowledge is power. That's what we say, right?
You want to eat hummus, yeah, but it's covered, it's like glued, the paper on top. So do you want to rip it, or if you don't rip it, you can- so same. You want to eat cup to drink the food,
Yeah.
or you need napkin.
Oh
to
yeah,
wash your
even
mouth.
underwear.
Wow,
You're
Yeah,
using
even
it for
socks.
Shabbat.
There was one time a person came to Bet Knesset, rained outside, and he went home. He went home, he came back again wet. I said, stop raining. I didn't change the socks. Why?
Oh.
It was closed in the bag. So, open it. Wow, it's allowed to open it?
You're gonna
I
use
said,
it on Shabbat,
I said, do you open hummus? You open this? This is food. I said, you didn't learn. Halachah says anything that you need to tear in order to take the inside from there, you're not making this as a vessel, you're going to throw it to the garbage. The bag thing. You're going to throw it to the garbage. So then you have no problem to open it. Even by tearing it, even by destroying it.
Even by a designated tool that its job is destroying, like scissors.
Yeah.
What about those packages that have a ziplock inside? You rip it, the top, and you have a ziplock afterwards.
It's reusable
Yeah,
ones.
reusable.
Resealable.
Yeah,
Resealable.
resealable, right? Would that be okay?
This I don't know.
You know, like the Ziploc bags, they put food in it. So the package that the Amazon they ship, you have to tear it. It's a piece of paper that tears. You throw it out. But you
Tears
can
the top?
Right, but you can reseal
But
it
on
by
the bottom,
sticking
right
it.
Like a
below,
cereal,
there is
cereal
a-
bag.
Right.
Cereal bag. Yes, because why not?
But the sealing is
You're not,
temporary anyway.
because you're not gonna be able
Not
to get to the
necessarily
food
gonna
without
reuse
tearing
the
it.
bag itself. You just while it's still.
At top of my head, I would say no.
No, I have a proof for you. I'm sorry. Coca-Cola. First, you have to rip that seal,
Ah.
and then you remove the cap. And then what do? You put the cap back, so you seal back, just to close it. And if you want to eat it again, you cap.
Whenever you'll finish the content of the Coca-Cola, what are you going to do with the bottle and the
You're
cap?
gonna throw it out. This
What are you
also-
going to do with the bag?
also
Garbage.
throw it out.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Something
It's
else.
Unless you
sealing only for the, because you're not gonna eat all the cereal or all the material. You're gonna
It's
use
like
it for
while
tomorrow.
you have that
While
content
you have it,
inside,
like cereal.
there is a resealable. I think.
Or to
You're not
stay
gonna
fresh.
read everything inside the bag. You just need some of it.
Okay.
Like Coca-Cola, like this water. First, there's a seal, then there's a cap. You have to tear, then there's a closing seal.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like it.
Amir, we see your Gandhi made it to your brain.
So I know it also.
Okay. Payachali. Next. So, what about Yosef tells us? He brings us a machlok with Rabbeinu Yoel and Rashbam. So it says leniency is permitted in temporary sewing, while here in the Shulchan Aruch he ruled to be stringent. He explained that perhaps one can say that specifically regarding tearing and detaching the sewing, one should rule leniently, since it is not tearing in order to sew, but sewing even if not permanent is prohibited. Therefore, Maran Bet Yosef wrote that even in the case of a neck opening that was sewn, since it was not made to last, it is permitted to detach. And there is a Torah prohibition because it makes it a utensil, but not because of tearing, but not because of tearing.
So according to this, the jacket pockets that are sewn together, you'd be allowed to open.
No, because of Korea, yes, because it's meant to be open.
Right.
But as far as making a utensil, makebe potish,
Why
will
is
be a
that
problem.
converted?
Because you can't use it while it's closed, but when you open it, it's
No, but
usable.
it's not like it was never. It was first the garment was made, and then they sewn together the pockets. No.
But the garment is not, you're not using the pockets when you wear the garment. You're not using the pockets when you wear the garment. The garment has two usage: wearing it and having pockets. This usage you could have done without the pocket.
No, but my point is the pocket itself was usable at one point. It just they sewed it together afterwards.
It was not usable.
But it was. What do you mean it was not usable? Before the stitch together, it was already the suit was ready, and then afterwards they put the stitches there. If makeba stitch is something that was never ever usable before, then you just finishing touch. Now it's usable. Here the suit was, and with the pockets itself was available. No,
And was it?
I think
Huh?
so. What do you mean?
Do you know how to stitch them?
I have to find out. I don't know. Most likely, sounds like he's right.
Afterwards, they're
The
only
stitching
mixed-
is
how
done
else are they gonna
afterwards.
stitch it?
It sounds. Let's see.
Yeah. The sewing, the pockets of the suit, the stitches happens afterwards or no? Okay, you have to find out.
You can Google it.
Here he's gonna
Yeah,
chip it
because they
here now.
fold. Because
Abhi,
they don't-
Google it already, Babulia. What are you talking about? Who is googling things today?
Yeah, because they
Everybody
close it-
chip it in.
They close it
That was
way
Rabbi
too-
Google. This is Rosh Yeshiva.
Because they want your pockets not to be folded and get crooked. They want it to be stay flat.
Right, but it was the suit was made and then they did it afterwards.
Yes.
Makes more sense. I don't know.
Okay, let's see number 9. Oh, comes Oletzion, and it makes our life easy, guided. Read Oletzion.
כן כתב עוד לציון חלק ב' שהתפילה שאינה של קיימא מותרת בשבת. A temporary sewing is permitted on Shabbat. מה זה כמו שכתב?
Yeah.
מרן, רבי יוסף. ולכן ניתן להדביק פלסטר במקום שיש חתך. So it's like what, like Velcro?
No, chatach. A person cut himself, chas
Oh,
v'shalom.
okay.
Is he allowed to put plaster on Shabbat? איך אומרים פלסטר אתם?
Band-Aid.
Band-Aid. מותר או no?
There's a glue also.
There's glue, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to do that on
Band-Aid is
Shabbat or
not-
no?
Band-Aid is
Yeah,
not
it's
glue.
temporary.
Temporary, very good.
No, Band-Aid is glue. They put it inside to close it.
Close what?
Like stitches.
On Band-Aid?
There's a Band-Aid. It's like
מה
there's a
שמתקבל
special.
פה אצלי, אתה רואה
There's a
שאצלי
special glue they
זה-
put in.
זה
Whenever
פח.
you cut your finger, sometimes there's a glue to put the skin back together. Whenever
Right,
it
we're
was
not
cut.
talking about this glue.
So put it on a Band-Aid.
We're talking about regular Band-Aid.
No. Put it
Band-Aid
inside-
allowed on Shabbat or no?
Put it
Okay.
put it in
Here.
an
I
angle.
got an answer for you.
Put it in angular.
An angle. The
As
way
is.
Jesse did it like this. Look at that, Jesse overlapping. Jesse, please, don't show fingers.
לא, You know, you see,
That's not allowed.
why not?
Shabbat.
Overlapping like this on Shabbat will be a problem.
Why, Rabbi?
Because the glue goes over the second part of the glue.
Because permanent. glue.
It's not going to be able to get detached ever.
No,
It's
Shabbat.
לעולם ועד.
אבל הבן אדם עכשיו חתך את עצמו.
Yeah, no problem. Put it. But don't overlap. Put diagonally. Not going on top of it.
Didn't we say about the double knot garbage? It's not in your favor.
Oh, and therefore?
Why can't you apply same concept here?
It's not
It's
nut.
not,
It's
That
different.
is his favor.
It's not nut. It's gluing. It's different. It's a different malacha altogether.
Malacha?
Tell us why. Tell us.
This is stitching. Stitching malacha.
The knot, double knot, is a professional knot? No. So the whole discussion by the garbage, what it is, what level? The Rabbanan. So over there you can say it's not in my favor long term because I throw to the garbage as I untie it. I tied it for temporary purpose, beneficial purpose. Short. Within 2-3 days it's gonna be picked up. Within a few hours it's gonna be picked up. So I tied it for up to a week. If I tie it something for less than a week, I'm good or no?
Yeah.
So by throwing it to the garbage, some say it's as you untied it because it's not in your favor. It's like you tied it. The knot is not going to last for more than a week. It's going to be open.
If it's a not professional knot, up to 7.
However, gluing is this Doraita or Rabbanan?
Alright.
Doraita. So can you rely on this Magil Diskin that said throwing to the garbage counts like it's not in your favor, even though it's going to last forever? So even if you will rely on him, you still brought from Toraita level to the Rabbanan level. But it's still asur.
The double knot,
Famidi.
you're saying because if he's
The double knot is not professional.
Yeah, if he was a professional knot, you up to 24 hours. If he's a not professional knot, up to 7 days.
Right. You following? However, the gluing, that's Isur Deoraita to glue on Shabbat. What's your question? Answer.
So the answer is everybody's right and wrong. It's made in the middle of the construction of the jacket.
Wow. Shepapali.
The stitching on this pocket.
Yep. So before they start making the jacket, in the middle they attach the pocket, sew it, and then they continue. So it's not usable.
But the pocket is already usable.
No, no.
The suit is maybe not ready, but we just said.
But
the
who's
suit is
gonna
separate.
use that pocket?
It's just
The
adding
fact
more
that it's
knot.
already usable. Rebbe said that it's two separate things. The suit itself and the pocket.
So find out when they're stitching it. Are they stitching it? And
the
then-
pocket has to be made already. The
Okay.
pocket
During the
may be-
jacket assembly, tailors or manufacturers add the pockets after cutting the fabric, but before the full jacket is assembled.
So he wants to say, look at the pocket itself. The pocket itself is already done or?
Yes, it has
Yeah,
to
first
be.
they have to-
It's,
they have to
it's
make
not
it.
possible because it has different, much stronger stitching. The only way to do this is maybe they do it in like stages.
Okay, for welt or flap pockets, which is like this one, which is the common ones,
Well,
it's called welt or flap pockets. This type of pocket, the one has the little flap on top of it. Same as the common one, the most
I don't have it.
popular one. No flap?
Habibi, don't flap me.
If
No flap. Okay.
that's a 25% discount.
Yeah? Go, Baruch Hashem.
It said the pocket opening is cut and the pocket lining is attached before the front panel are joined to the rest of the jacket. So apparently they cut, they put the lining, the pocket is made, but it doesn't say when they stitch it though.
It's not clear when they stitch it, huh?
Right.
Ah, David
This
John.
allows the stitching and the construction of the pocket to be clean and concealed from the inside.
Внизу запах нормальный уже? Внизу запах хороший?
It says the pocket opening is cut and the pocket line is attached. So that means, yeah, once the line is attached, then the pocket has been made. But not fully, because the front panel, which is the fabric, has to be attached to the lining.
So the pocket by itself is not,
It's made already.
he wants to say it's made already.
The panel is just the covering for the show. So-
Okay, it's gonna be
No,
your
no,
homework.
the front panel is talking about the jacket itself.
Okay.
Okay, so it says, one more time, it says the pocket opening is cut and the pocket lining is attached. But it doesn't say exactly at what moment the stitching is done. I'll look more into it.
Make a deep research.
I have to go to the higher level of.
Murmur Fakshi.
Check the sofa.
No. So comes the Ole Tzion and he makes our life easy. Therefore, he permitted sticking a plaster. He says he allowed to put, it's called plaster in English? Band-aid?
Band-Aid.
Plaster or Band-aid?
Band-Aid.
Band.
Plaster is not.
It's Israeli term,
Yeah.
not Hebrew term. Israeli term.
Zohar to it.
Band, how do you say Band-aid? How do you spell it?
B-A-N-D.
Bandage is the
A-I-D.
correct. Band-Aid is the brand. I used to think the same thing.
Ah, yeah?
Just recently I found out that
Bandage?
so many years.
Yeah, but
Bandage is
it's
the
like same thing. People like I took Tylenol.
Right.
I don't know it's the name of a company, but you're
That-
already referring to like taking acetaminophen.
right, because Band-Aid was the first brand that probably came up with the bandage.
But bandage.
Therefore, he permitted sticking
gauze or different.
a bandage in a place where there is a cut. And although in the Shulchan Aruch he wrote to prohibit sticking leathers or papers. Here, where the sticking is not permanent. Oh, now Ethan is coming. Let's see, what do you think? With Samuel Jones. It is permitted, since many authorities permitted even not permanent sewing. Even not permanent sewing, not even stitching, not only stitching, gluing, even sewing. And Maran Bet Yosef did not mention them at all. In any case, with sticking on clothes, where it is not customary to do so, it seems there is room to be lenient. You hear? Sticking on clothes. Amir, do you stick on clothes?
Stick?
Sticking.
What is that?
I don't know. That's I'm asking him if he does it.
One more time, read it please.
I want to see the Hebrew one. What does it say in the Hebrew one in the end of 9?
ואף על פי ששולחן ערוך כתב לאסור להדליק אורות או נרות כאן שההדבקה אינה של קיימה מותר.
I'll tell you what his kan means. He refers to the diaper.
וכיוון שרבים מהפוסקים...
על כל פנים בהדבקה, בבגדים שאין דרכם בכך, כמו בטיטול, כמו לגבי טיטול, נראה שיש להקל. So Ole Chion says you're allowed to glue the diaper. Eitan, you remember the diapers or no? Huh? Seu Zabil, huh? Bezrat Hashem. When time comes, you're going to get married, have children, change diapers.
Amen.
Over there, the diapers are, nowadays already they don't have glue. The company got sued. Only in America, these things, right? Things change, only babes on sewing come, huh?
Why they got sued?
They got sued. It harmed the children over here because it's still a stake. Parents had to tear it very hard until they took it away, the gluing thing. So today they have Velcro. Today everybody's children growing on diapers with Velcro. Bajonam, Zana, Bobo, Tamo. No more of this gluing. But back in the day, there was gluing.
I don't remember Velcro. Maybe I haven't changed the diapers.
Habibi, make your wife, make sure she doesn't hear this recording. On your video, let me show you. This is that.
I've never seen it like that.
So when he says here,
Newspaper.
in any case, with sticking on clothes, such as on diapers, where it is not customary to do so, it's not customary to glue, to sticking is a normal word or no? When with sticking on clothes, it's the proper statement or no?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. In any case, with sticking on clothes, such as on diapers, where it is not customary to do so, to assemble, maybe I should say to assemble clothes by sticking. No?
Assemble.
To assemble, to make, how do you say? To manufacture.
To manufacture, to put together, to make.
We're not making, we're just attaching it. No? What's that?
Yeah, it's attaching, that's the word. It's not customary to attach clothes, different parts of the clothes, with glue. Where it is not customary to attach. Different.
You'd be surprised. Now I saw shirts that the guy doesn't use stitches anymore. He uses glue.
Persian.
Persian.
Made in China.
Yeah. But very nice, clean, very nice.
Oh.
No stitching, no nothing.
With sticking on clothes, such as on diapers, where it is not customary to attach different parts of the cloth with glue, it seems there is room to be lenient. So all that John is telling you, to make the diaper, glue it on Shabbat, no problem. It's not considered like you are manufacturing underwear. Yeah? Clear or no?
Yeah.
Considered. as manufacturing.
You can also say another thing, that all these things with diapers are also kavod briot. There has to be more leniencies with these
Yeah,
things.
you're saying a good point. Very good point. You're gonna right now touch your point. Read further, number 10.
כיוון שהודבקה האיספלנית.
Ispalanit, yeah, it's the white sticker that you have protecting the glue.
Okay, האיספלנית.
It's called in English adhesive strip.
Adhesive strip, right.
Yeah, diapers don't have Velcro, they have adhesive strip also.
When nowadays?
Yeah.
No, John, no. It has a very, very thin layer of Velcro. You're not gonna. It's not the regular Velcro you have in your shoes. It's extremely. Touch it. Go home tonight. You still have diapers there or no? So check. I checked it. It's a very, very thin layer of It's a diaper. It's a Velcro. It just meant in a way not to scratch the baby, so they made it very sophisticated. That it's like Velcro, but it's not scratching.
Very soft.
Yeah. Okay. Since the adhesive strip is stuck with the intention, is stuck, is glued, is placed maybe, it's attached. Is attached.
The intention to remove it.
With the intention to remove it at the time of use, even though its removal is only after a long time. This is also considered not made to last. Like the connection made by sewing that tailors do on a pair of socks. It is not made to last. That connection. For permanent detachment. It's not meant to last. Maybe this word's confused. And even though a lot of time may pass, yeah? You're buying new socks before Shabbat, tapar, pasalo in the closet, come Shabbat, you want to open them. Jesse, mutar or no? To separate the two socks, mutar or no?
Yes. Yeah, we just said yes. Because first of all, the attachment is for, it was put there to be ripped. Secondly, now you.
Rabbi, you bought these socks 2 years ago. You said you're gonna wear, already 2 years passed.
So.
Can you still detach them from each other? It's already long-term knots, long-term stitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not putting it together now.
I didn't put it now. I put it. The manufacturer put it. How long it was sitting in warehouses? By the time it went to the store. By the time I bought it. By the time I kept it in the closet. And now came the time I want to open them.
Okay, so what's the problem? That was in the
בימים ההם בזמן הזה, amen. Are you allowed to do this or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? What's the problem?
Because you are removing a very long-term stitches.
But it was meant to be removed eventually.
Oh, so says Rav Ovadia, since it's meant to be removed, I don't care how long it was sitting in your closet or in the manufactured warehouses. It's meant from the beginning to be removed. Tamom. That's what we care.
So let's say dry cleaners, you could rip that open on Shabbat. Let's say you got.
Oh, now you tell me. You bought your dry cleaner and you have that tag filter, the tag.
It was meant to be removed.
Are you allowed to remove that on Shabbat or no?
Yeah.
Why?
It's meant to be removed.
Would you wear the shirt without this? Sorry, with this? No, so maybe by taking it out, you're making it right now a usable shirt.
But it was a temporary tag. It
Huh?
wasn't like a
It was already
permanent
used.
tag. Like
Oh,
Can't do makeba with tissue or something was
Very
also it was used already.
very good. So can you rip that tag or no?
Yeah.
Very good. You see?
Because the shirt was used already? And what if it was a brand new shirt that you had never
Like a
used?
brand new jacket that has that stitching. Now by removing it, you are making it to be used for the first time.
So if it's a brand new shirt, you cannot remove it.
There isn't such a thing today. Brand new shirt that they're detaching will allow you to wear it.
No, so you just bought a brand new shirt
No,
and
you
it got
just-
stained. You haven't never worn
No,
it
it has
before.
that
You
tag.
went to the dry cleaner.
And
You get it back on Shabbat. You see that has a tag from the dry cleaner.
but that tag came after the shirt is already done.
Oh.
It's not that you used it, it's the fact that it's already
Usable.
for you.
Usable.
Same thing with the tag, price tag.
Okay, usable, not used.
That's his.
That's a mix.
He's continuing with the same argument with the pocket. He wants to say allow the pocket.
No, but this is different because this is price tag. When you buy a new
So we're gonna
shirt,
put outside people allow the
when you buy a new
Protest.
shirt, when you buy a new shirt and there's a price tag hanging that was placed after, even for a new shirt you can remove it.
yeah.
Because the price tag
That's
is
you using the same argument of his. Yeah. You guys already have followers.
come sit here.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense what you guys saying. I'm not saying no, but Poskim said not allowed to open this pocket for some reason. We have to.
And the 2 stitches on the back, you know, the flap has stitches.
Yeah.
What about
This
that
is
one?
this
It's
is easier.
definitely done after. You can't. How else?
This is easier because the suit is usable.
Yeah.
With this I know some people who keep it purposely on, so to show off that it's a new suit.
Easy.
Managiret dukar choret.
What am I saying? The same. I say, I know.
It probably says the brand name, Gucci.
Yeah, habibi. He paid for
No,
that.
I'm not talking about the
Yeah, I
the
understood
tag,
you,
I'm talking
yeah.
The back.
Yeah.
So that you allowed also
Tell me why.
because you
It's
could-
meant to
it's
be
usable.
separated, and the suit is already usable
It's
without me separating it. It's not like the pocket argument. Oh, the pocket is not usable, even though the suit is usable.
Yeah.
It's 100% usable. The suit. Question is, are you gonna walk with this thing without removing it or no?
Depends.
So it depends on the. If you wanna show, oh yeah, I would keep it on and walk with this. Some people will tell you. So it depends on that. Okay, let's finish off that line and then we'll do Zamzoar. And there is no concern, but that by sticking the diapers, he is making them into a proper garment. Since it is a way of dressing, we have no concern with it. Moreover, it does not last, and it does not require a craftsman's work. For all such cases, we say there is no building or destruction in vessels. And binyan v'stira b'kelim. It does not constitute the final touch. Also no makeh b'patish, because it's the way of dressing. That's how he calls it. Yeah? Got it? Rabbi Isai. Yes, Mir Benchim. Yalla, let's go to the Zohar Kadosh. David Biojono. Make a new recording, please.